afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from the host Imperial Dane, master of propaganda, hero of strike, defender of the fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 versus 1 on Holotny Ferma. Yes, indeed, here between in the west, Zefish fighting for Deutschland. For the Wehrmacht, for the 3rd SS Panther Division Totenkopf here within Pioneer and MD-42 start versus Tristan. Fighting here for the Soviet Union, for the glory of Comrade Stalin. And the 6th Guards Rifle Corps here with double conscripts. We got motor, got rifle, and Soviet shot army. Lots of Guards bulletins and a heavy mortar bulletin versus Zefish's Osttruppen, elite troops, lightning roll with several infantry bulletins and a single MD-42 bulletin for additional experience gains there. Good. That will certainly push it towards the high air levels notably faster. So that could prove to be quite a productive choice there for Zefish if he makes good use of his MD-42s, that is. But there you go, MD-42 heading northwards. Pioneers moving ahead as well here. Heading southwards there. A bit too quick, I think, to sort of move up there. Might have sort of tried to do a bit more than he could initially. Either way, though, was very close to not getting cut on. Also wiring off here, and noting the way he's wiring off is a bit unusual. He's still leaving sort of space for his opponent to take the point. I suppose it makes it harder for his opponent to move about after that, I guess. It certainly strikes me as a bit peculiar there from Tristan, rather than usual sort of wire pattern there. Going for the fuel up there, MD-42 heading the way there, Pioneers going for the munitions, grabbing us both at the same time. And then a sniper! MD-42, Pioneer and Sniper. This is definitely beyond the usual here from the Wehrmacht. So in a sense, of course, going to be... Oh no! Scheiße! Dieter, we moved too fast! It's a little flag, it's falling! We didn't pin it properly after we didn't raise it fully. Scheiße! Scheiße! Nein, it's fallen to the ground. The Führer will be upset. Either way, that's a bit awkward that he moved his MD-42 too fast. That's definitely going to hurt, I think, Zefish just a bit, but still. Just a bit, in particular, when you consider he's actually got no infantry, otherwise he's moving us now about there, setting up here in the building. Quick get some shots on the conscript, and there you go. Lieutenant Dietermann quickly pops a Russian man's head, drops and the rest don't really seem to be that too bad. Oh, Dmitri died. Oh, Boris died. Who cares? Nobody liked them anyways. They were not proper socialists. But there you go, last push here against a sniper MD-42. Oh, he's abandoned the viewpoint again. Zefish, what are you doing? This is rather awkward. There you go, one conscript they stop the MD-42 bank out of the squad, they stop here, but the other MD-42's not taking a bit of damage. Conscript up the other side. Molotovs up here for Tristan. Molotovs. Engineers moving up there. And these are arriving here for Mr. Zefish. So he's finally getting a bit of infantry. 3 minutes without a fuel point compared to Tristan, who's definitely not had that issue. Comes there's a press push away as well. Sniper 9 being the ones to take the fuel point, or at least attempt to take the fuel point along so many others who have attempted but never quite stuck around for long enough to get the bloody job done. It's right there, territorial advantage to Tristan, fuel advantage to Tristan. Doing a bit more damage though, of course, is Zefish. He's really not suffered any losses compared to Tristan, but I don't know, that's 4 conscripts versus a lot of fuel lost. I don't think that's going to matter so much there as Zefish might have hoped for.
Your predecessor died a hero.
3rd Grenadier squad, there's a 3 Grenadiers, 1 MD-42, 1 Sniper alongside the 1 Pioneer. Definitely a bit less than the usual sort of start there. 3 conscripts, 2 engineers by the way here from Tristan. Special Rifle Command being set up. And there you go, he's sort of got, well, more or less 3/4 of the map compared to Zefish, who's basically only got 1/4 more or less. Sort of roughly, I mean, he perhaps got a bit more than that. Maybe 3/8. Anyways, Grenadiers there versus Engineers forcing the way. Sniper Grenadiers heading southwards here, so a bit of push towards there. North is rather exposed alongside the fuel point, and then to move towards the centre, leaving the northern fuel there, which he's had so much trouble getting rather exposed there. Contest moving in there, holding a point there. Bit of barbed wire headed denied cover to the fascists. Good job there by Tristan, a bit of foresight. Quite a bit of barbed wire, in fact, there from Tristan.
We have the point.
M3-1 almost done it for Tristan. That's only going to allow him to maybe try and hunt down the sniper, but also apply more pressure sort of rapidly and aggressively against Zefish. who's got a bit more of a static force in some senses. But he is taking up, though. He is taking up himself. Like to guys coming down the way. There we go, about to lose the northern fuel point there. Trying to harass and get the southern one, but that's certainly encountering a few difficulties. So there's munitions. Engagement here between Consul and this Grenadiers. Shooting out in the open, not entirely sure what Zefish was thinking there. Of course, he could go for elite troops here, pop a concussive grenade, but otherwise, this is a pretty bad tactically idea. Even with the sniper supporting, he's just basically bleeding out his Grenadiers. And before going to the Consul, will quick to rush out there, but it looks like they'll be suppressed nonetheless. Either way, the fuel has been lost after he finally got it after all those minutes with nothing there. So that's a bit unfortunate there for Zefish. A bit unfortunate. There goes a bit of trouble trying to get off of Panther first, but taking heavy damage from the flame first. Need to retreat. No! Too slow to retreat. There we go. White. It's going to hurt. There we go though. Got the M3A1, but losing Grenadier squad in the process, I'm not entirely sure I'd call that quite worth it. Definitely a rather rough start. And there you go. Tristan is eager to replace the one lost with another one. Like to make that company's done here. No. Well. Anything actually from it. Bunker up there, but no scout car, no half check, which I think could help him be a bit more, allow him to be a bit more aggressive, also reinforce his frontline troops a bit better. Maybe throw on a flame for a half check, he could do a lot of damage to the infantry as well. I mean, a flame for a half check right here, I think could work out quite nicely. He's almost got munitions for it too. Troops that are going to need to reinforce. Then again, of course, going to need the medic bunker here, so that's obviously going to put the flame for a half check a bit beyond his grasp here. Sniper looking a bit like he's waiting for the train to arrive. Ah, scheiße. Verdammte medics. Always so late. Demo charge in the centre, not bad, not bad. There. Go medic bunker up. Another Grenadier escort there. Zefish. Folks, I'm not considering replacing with Panther Grenadiers to set something a bit more firepower versus the communist foe. Instead, just sort of relying on the Grenadiers. I mean, a lot more damn up players are going to use the Panthers, and they do actually perform quite well to some extent, actually better than the Grenadiers themselves, but also allow you to maybe not have to upgrade the Grenadiers with weapons, but also allow munitions for something else. But looks like so far, though, Zefish is not thinking in those sort of lanes. M3 moving in here, MD42 is not going to do well, they're not without incendiary rounds, and he just doesn't have the experience for it right now. Well, there we go, though, there we go. Will he pop? There we go, there we go. Bit risky there. Can he do it? Can he do it? He's moving up there. Oh, might pull it off. There we go. Looks like in this case Tristan took the MD42 lightly, and there we go. Veteran to immediately. But another Grenadier squad. Wow, he's losing so many Grenadiers. That is his third Grenadier squad here within 10 minutes. Comparatively, I mean, Tristan's lost 2 scout cars. And certainly that's also a bit expensive, but it's not 3 Grenadiers expensive. I mean, costs less manpower, and there's a bit of fuel cost, but overall, considering the map control and the overall fuel being able to deny Zefish, it's less of a concern, really. Getting a pack 40, they're obviously worried about vehicles. We do see that Tristan, of course, taking advantage of the resources gained so far, to take up. And aiming farmer himself, so obviously Zefish response stays sensible. When he knows he doesn't have a lot of fuel, he also knows the opponent has. So going for the pack 40 there, sensible thinking, sensible thinking. Veteran 2 then, the MD42 is going to help, will certainly allow him to suppress troops easier. Plus, of course, the incendiary rounds can also stop any sort of lighter vehicles in their tracks, half tracks, M3A1s, T70s, and not quite as much. And there you go, tank command up. He could go for the half track. In fact, he does go for the half track, but also allow him to reinforce on the field, making Tristan harder to sort of push off the field. Good job there for him, if he can sort of pull it off correctly. 40 arriving here, Panther up there, Canona out here for Zefish. Fun fact, the gun shield of the Pack 40 was not one solid piece, but actually 2 sort of smaller sheets of metal, thinner that is, sort of more meant to deflect shots going through it. Overall ensuring they could so have a decent effect nonetheless, but actually make the Pack 40 overall lighter, which also made it so it could actually be pushed around by infantry, which most guns on that caliber couldn't. Little fun fact there, little fun fact.
We are losing a sector.
Though generally they were still moved around by tractors or horses and the likes, because I mean they were still damn heavy, but they could be manhandled about, unlike most other anti-tank guns though. Too much exertion of strength for the anti-tank gun crew. There you go, quad 50 cal mounts going up there. Pack 40 ready to deal with anything that moves up there. Another Grenadier squad. Zefish just keeps throwing out Grenadiers, churning them out. just a bit more like spam. I don't think there's necessarily any sort of deeper thought behind it. Again, you know, I do think he might find himself surprised if he were to go for the Panther grenadiers with their assault rifles. I mean, they can perform quite well, in particular versus the Russians. Make good use of them, they can actually beat them out, in particular once they hit the higher levels of veterancy. They really devastate enemy infantry. That's rather close. Very close there. Luckily the sniper though didn't set off something, now at least set off Tristan's suspicions. Engineers there sniped. After that supporting engineer push, sniper falls back. Headquarters was going to have to go back, engineers are rushing in. Fighting here for the southern, point gunners versus conscripts, more parties went for support, though that should give the chance here for the gunners. No, they retreat with G43s. We got elite troops by the way here, so concussive grenades are an option. Troop training is also, he could try and make use of that, and MD42 up here. He can turn around, could actually deal with the conscripts there. With the veteran, it's going to happen very quickly. There we go. One it is moving up. A quick concussive grenade here, I think will do a lot more damage. There we go. We'll try and turn around the MD42 versus the AA half tech. But then again, of course, it's going to try and move away as fast as possible to avoid incendiary rounds like his income. But there you go, good hit from the back 40, good hit. Panther fast off as well. Almost got it, almost got it. Looks like here Tristan might have gotten a bit overconfident after his initial successes. It looks like here Zefish might be able to punish him, gain back a bit of sort of tempo and momentum, maybe sort of swing the fight back in his favour. Yeah. Such hard words, well not really, but there you go. Trying to get it, trying to knock it out. Engineers, are they going to try and recover it, or what are they going to do? There you go, he thinks he can do it, he thinks he can do it. Step on it, Boris! The engine's not working properly! Boom! Comes charging into the Grenadiers, taking losses. Then Grenadiers are going to heroically move forward together in friendship and also ease of destruction. There you go. 7 men just turned into, well, something not very pretty. Bits of Heinz, Helmut und Dieter all over the place.
Reinforcements complete. How can we help?
Getting more Grenadiers again. Has he ever considered maybe Panther Grenadiers? I mean, more players are beginning to consider him not just players who are alcoholic. Oh, that is his name actually. I'm not referring to him suffering from alcoholism. Though, of course, that could be a sort of thing that's happening there. But again, you know, try throwing in some Panther Grenadiers. Just a suggestion there. You might find yourself positively surprised, in particular if you can't get them to the high levels of veterancy. But, oh well. Seems to be a lost cause here with the Zefish, who seem to be sort of a bit blinkered by the Grenadiers, despite his struggles with them, and also keeping them alive for any prolonged period of time. MD42 up north, solving engineer assault there, close to veterancy already again. That experience was there, definitely paying off. Concussive grenade there, Temple didn't quite catch the conscripts, not quite properly timed. Is he taking up? No, he's got the resource for it. I mean, going for something right now I think could actually pay off quite nicely there for Zefish. Maybe a quick Stuk or flat Panther could actually allow him to turn around the fight here versus Tristan. I mean, Tristan's actually not got a lot of resources at the moment. He's not got a lot of troops either. So, I mean, really, for now, Zefish taking up there could actually allow maybe to sort of get a good foothold. Him actually ensure that Tristan doesn't have a chance of getting back in the fight. But there's nothing really there, just Grenadiers. Guardsmen there rounding out for Tristan. Should maybe consider upgrading with the DPs if he wants. Bit of fighting there for the south, but a bit too many Russians there for Zefish to sort of successfully penetrate here for the time being. Though we do see sort of more grenades arriving on the scene, but a bit unsure what to sort of do. And of course, here pulling up behind the covers, going to make sure any assault there is not going to be fun for the Germans. Come on, Zefish, tech, schnell. I mean, hell, he could probably go for tier 3 right now, or tier 4 actually. Get up a heavy Panzer Corps right now if he wanted, but there's no sign of that. Instead, he's getting another MG42, which isn't bad either, but I mean, he's not really making much use of tier 1. He's going for, you're just sinking more and more resources into tier 1 with all those Grenadiers. I mean, 3 or 4 squads now, plus an MG42, plus the stuff he already's got. I mean, that's expensive. And again, it's not really something that's giving him a lot more firepower in a sense, and considering you maybe spend some more of that manpower instead of Panther Grenadiers, he'd have a lot more offensive capability, in particular support by half. But again, he's not really making use of this. Oh, there we go. He's finally taking up, despite, you know, probably could have done that, you know, 10 or 4 to 5 minutes ago. Having maybe some armor up early here versus Zefish. What they're going before to against some of the conscripts. Very close to MT3, they're very close. They've gone for incendiary rounds. They probably could have slaughtered them entirely and gained MT3. Comes to their white, finally something a bit more in the favour here of Tristan. Guardsmen are doing what they can. Finally taking up points that have been grabbed. This could move on. He could also consider laying down an S-mine around it. That could be very good. Uses away the sandbags, actually make it easier to final troops in, but instead cutting a wire there to create cover there for the Germans. Fear gun there for Barning bit. Another unit white. Another Grenadier School to send off. And certainly a fun fact about the SS divisions was that, unlike most other German infantry divisions and Panzer Grenadier divisions, they were not really subject to some of the large organizational changes that happened after the Battle of Stalingrad, which involved pretty much all infantry battalions, except for the ones actually supposed to man Normandy. The defense of Normandy lost one infantry battalion each regiment did, except the SS. So in that sense, all SS units, until the very late stage of the war, actually basically had a lot more men to sort of make do with than the army in each of their divisions. Little fun fact there, by the way. And also something you generally don't hear a lot of talking about, which probably to a certain extent has something to do with some of their successes, but of course also rather makes out of the 3rd SS, which was renowned for its high casualty, seem a bit more, you know, terrible in some senses. But there you go, he's actually got all 3 victory points, sort of got a large stretch of ground. The MD-42's covering some of the points here, good. He could easily now go for support corps if he wants to. Part of me say he should do that. Of course he could try and go further onwards, but he should do it quickly. Instead, he's going for another pack 40 here, which, I mean, I suppose you can do it, but it's not really taking advantage. Again, he's actually got a lot of fuel. Again, he's got a large advantage, but again, he's sort of just giving up the temper to his opponent when his opponent done so much damage when the opponent actually had the, well, advantage for that time there. So Zefish is basically sort of giving Tristan here a chance of getting back into the fight, which is obviously something you should be extremely careful about doing, and if you're doing it, you should really sort of be playing with a lot of mines and other bits, but it's not quite happening here. And again, he's got so much fuel which he could be using it for. Or even say troop training could also benefit immensely. Get some Pack 40s trained up, MD-42s, Grenadiers, Pioneers. Find a bit more offensive movement, but a single Grenadier squad, he's sending out his forces out piecemeal, which isn't really that clever either. T7 striking a tiny tank tower there. Firing after the Grenadiers. G43 is going up to the Gewehr 43. Fun fact about that one was based on the Soviet SVT-40, since the Germans made their own semi-automatic G41, which turned out to be pretty rubbish. So, having captured the Soviet SVT-40, they rather figured out that one to sort of, you know, make their own. No fun fact. They're cut to the rushing head. Getting caught on negative cover, getting suppressed when it's moving from the north. T7 and the Pack 40 monitoring it as well. Drop. They almost got a wipe. They almost got it. T70 damage, and there we go. Another unit lost. So Tristan is beginning to bleed out a bit, but not quite still to the same extent here that Zefish has been bled out so far. He's still not taking up. He's not building up. Come on, Zefish. I mean, for every moment you're basically stalling and doing nothing here. You're giving your opponent more time to get back in the fight. And again, I mean, really, he could have had a support corps up for like 5 minutes, maybe earlier. There's nothing there. He's not taking up either, which I'm pretty sure he could also have up for at least, well, maybe around 5 minutes ago, but that's not sooner than that. Either way, though, that's basically a lot of potential being wasted here by Zefish to sort of turn the fight, well, solidly in his advantage. Getting another sniper, having lost the previous one. Further that, you know, instead of, you know, pushing forwards, he's still stuck in Tier 1 in the infantry company. He can't seem to, you know, think further than that. And of course, it might be part of his strategy, but you know, sometimes you have to adapt your strategy a bit to what's going on in the battlefield. And you know, perhaps consider getting out some Panthers or something like that. Meanwhile, more countries on the way for Tristan, who's also got a heavy mortar out now, so he's got some artillery here. Overall, he's got a bit more mixed weapons, I suppose, in a sense. Veteran to almost veteran 3, MD-14 moving up, fuel point again, cut off there for Zefish. Bit of a struggle there for him. And it's time here for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is Zefish beginning to lose ground again. He had some advantage, but again, he hasn't capitalized on it for whatever reasons, and that's basically giving Zefish a chance of getting back. For Zefish, I mean, either build that support corps or take up. Don't linger about, don't hang about, just do it now. Don't wait. I mean, he's basically for every minute that's sort of going where he doesn't take up or build, he's just basically throwing away more and more momentum, more and more advantage, more and more potential, and basically allowing Tristan to get back in the fight. And again, that's generally not how you want to play this game. You want to win, is sort of at least how I understand this game. And usually that means you take your advantage and build upon it, not throw it away. So really, Zefish needs to get around to doing it. Again, there's no excuse. He's got plenty of fuel. Manpower is not exactly going to be a huge issue at least initially, so, you know, get to it. In particular, that second sniper I really feel was a huge waste of resources. You could also throw in a sniper later on, you know, maybe after gun out some tanks. But, oh, well. Mines would be good at least at the meanwhile, you know, with some tunnel mines, some S mines, something to make it a bit harder here for Tristan to move about freely on the field would be good, to say the least. Otherwise, try and be a bit more aggressive, maybe have the Pack 40 sort of try and cover some of his more aggressive moves instead of having them all the way far back. I mean, that could also catch Tristan a bit off. But otherwise, you know, get some bloody armor out, really. No excuses, get it out. For Tristan, the options are no more open. He's actually got the armor out, he's actually taking up, he's on the other hand a bit further behind there. He made some good attacks, but also got a bit overconfident at times. That has cost him a bit, but still overall getting the way that Zefish is sort of playing at the moment. Tristan's still got plenty of options to get back. One option certainly be, you know, going for the mechanized armor company, get maybe a T-30-35 if he's worried about heavy armor, and H-35 can also easily support. So I mean, there would certainly be some good choices and ideas there for Tristan. He might keep up the T-70, used to try and harass the flanks, so strike here, strike at the weak, soft, vulnerable sides of Zefish, keep up there, so force him, you know, so maybe abandon the center, then make a push there, or basically smoke the center with a heavy mortar, rush the T-70 front, sort of try and catch the Pack 40s that way and annihilate them. So that could easily work out there for Tristan as well. A few mines here and there I think would also be a good choice to try and murder up some of Zefish troops that way. Additional guardsmen, maybe with some more DPs would also be a good choice there otherwise. But I mean, so far Tristan, I suppose to some extent, he's playing alright. He just needs to make sure he doesn't get too overconfident like he did last time, you know, lose some units in a rather silly manner. But taking up, getting out some heavier armor, or maybe throwing some more additional T-70s right now could be a good choice. So, back to the fight though and see what actually happened here between these two players. MD-42 there, there's a guardsman suppressing them, fighting here for the fuel up north. Pioneers moving in. T-70 rolling in there. These being engaged. Carts they're being shattered as the T-70 shoots and mostly misses for the time being, but there we go, got a kill. Gunners need to fall back, no Pack 40 bar way to support. Gunners there pushed back. Further fighting here in the MD-42 is very close, effectively very close. Still no taking up there from Zefish. We're almost at 20 minutes. T-70 with a damaged engine. And oh dear, Pack 40 needs to fall back there before the Russians rush it. Conscripts dodged a concussive grenade there quite nicely, by the way. Nicely done there by Tristan. Pack 40 falling back, MD-42 coming in. Seems like to try and stall things down there. Getting back the northern point, and he is finally taking up, really. This is way too slow there and way too sort of clumsy there by Zefish in terms of taking, I would say. Engineers moving down to repair the T-70, conscripts taking the point there. MD-42 moving to the centre, taking up the church there. Snipers hanging about.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Guardsmen sneaking about.
You guys, listen to me.
Grabbing a few points.
Grenadiers.
There we go, field gun under fire there, could try and bombard, but then again might want to fall back, therefore there's too many crew members there to the MD-42's accurate fire there. It is moving ahead again, almost down there, almost, finally, but I really feel like heavily delayed there by Zefish, heavily delayed. Almost got a wipe there, almost got a wipe. Can he pull it off? No, like he managed to get away this time around. And there you go, T-70 strikes again like a rapid Avenger. Rolls in there, past the Pack 40s. Got in the line of fire, the Pack 40 there, and Pack 40 shoots, scores but doesn't knock out. Mechanized armor company up there for Tristan. T-35s, S-35, T-35s, and Katyushas available. He's got the tech there, he can build the heavy Panther Corps, but Zefish is not. Oh, finally. 22 minutes and he finally gets around to building something there besides the infantry company and like mechanized. Finally they're going against the church. The church needs to be evacuated before the thing collapses on MD-42. So, never mind. Entombed. Entombed. Rather unfortunate there for Zefish, and more importantly for the MG42 crew caught inside. Good kills here for the field gun. Sniper crewing around there trying to get some easy kills. They sort of bleed out Tristan, maybe sort of from a bit off. Nothing from this mechanized armor company. Perhaps Tristan is not entirely sure what to go for. What's the point of saying? I mean, we haven't seen much for a long time, so at this point we probably should be expecting, you know, something heavy armored, like say something from the heavy Panther Corps, which of course would make the H-35 an ideal choice. But even then, the T-35 could hold out, I think, decently until the H-35 can then arrive to support it, and then those two together could actually be quite a potent combination there versus Zefish's armor, whatever he might get actually, including a Tiger Ace. Though I don't think he's going for that up right away. That would be the height of stupidity, just playing for a Tiger Ace with it requiring now 17 command points. And the fact he's built a heavy Panzer Corps, I mean, that's just not good. But of course, could go for a Panther here. Storm Punch, the continuing count force comes in if Tristan would be good, but a Panther would be the safer choice just in case, of course, Tristan does bring up armor. But if he can, then he's of course he can, but he isn't. Of course, the question is why. First, they took a hit from the mortar. Lost poor Jürgen.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
There's they're creeping forwards. 3, 9 kills. Gets you 2 down the T-70. Got France there. And finally getting some armor there. 24 minutes into the game there, he's finally calling in a Panther. And the silly thing, he could easily have one out sooner if he wanted to. Of course, he could have had a lot more medium armor out soon from the bomber corps had he wanted. And that definitely think is a huge mistake there by Zefish, but of course there's still a chance of pulling this off. I mean, he has been able to do some damage to Tristan, so of course I mean, he might fall go the way of Tristan. Still there again before 2 doing some damage. Concussive grenades, comes to their false way. H-35 on the way, so it looks like Tristan decided he has to worry about heavier armor. And that's going to be quite a nice time now, running shortly after the Panther. That should have a good chance of dealing with that, or at least containing that threat. And Controversy exchange to the ME-42. There we go, veteran fleet, and they're getting absolutely slaughtered there. The 2 points in the advantage of Tristan. There you go. Panzerkampfwagen 5 arrives here for Zefish. And Tristan continues gaining. Almost got the veteran 3 MD42. Oh, 9, and there we go. Wiped. Veteran 3 MD42 annihilated there by the T7. That's going to be a huge loss there for Zefish. Huge loss. Meanwhile, Panther strikes out for Deutschland, for the fatherland. T70 versus Panther, that's pretty much a foregone conclusion there, if you can hit it. But no, button up there, field gun, H-35 firing, plus, oh, looks like he had marked the other on it as well, but no. Panther forced to fall back. Oh, Scheisse, hits a mine! He's got no smoke to support it, nothing. He sent basically a Panther in a hit there, completely on his own with no support, no coverage. Hit a mine, hit the H-35 plus the field gun, and that was a Panther. Basically knocked out there in seconds flat by Tristan. And again in part because he took ages to get out of Panther. Ages. And that's basically giving Tristan there quite an advantage. Stay down. Yeah. Got a wipe there, it seems, for the sniper. I would say that's a minor consolation compared to losing a Panther like that. That was disgraceful even. As been pushed back, Pack 40 opening up. And it is they're wiped.
Infantry squad has been killed.
Bit of here, mortar fire. Unengaging between pioneers and engineers. The pioneers that will not be winning their veteran of engineers with a flamethrower. And now a Katyusha being added. Artillery here to sort of bombard Zefish's position. Zefish continuing to struggle here, continuing to struggle.
Is attempting to steal our sector.
Constantly moving to the center there. Pack 40 forced back. Some losses inflicted here and there. Point there grabbed. quiet here, a bit quiet, as Tristan is waiting his first Katyusha, his rocket artillery. He could even get another H-85 though if he wanted. Or T-35 actually. Unfortunately, they push back. And he's doing what they can here against the numerous Soviet foes, as roofs are being caved in there by heavy mortar fire. Quick concussive grenade here, and forces them back, Good job there, good Arbeit. Will there be another Panther here, or is he going now strictly for the Tiger Race in the hopes that will turn the tide for Deutschland? The situation is certainly a bit crazy here for the Germans. Go Katyusha firing straight in the base. I'm just going to catch a lot of shooting. No! Shooting here in the centre instead. Fences, bushes, mice scattered, I don't know. The Katyusha's basically doing no damage there except to the structures. But none to the German army. Pack 40 moving ahead again here. 4 sufficient. Wow. 4 infantry kills. That's impressive, I guess, considering they've only been shooting with armor-piercing rounds, though. Another fun fact, it wasn't uncommon use for German anti-tank guns to also have a small clump of high explosive shells can sort of use for direct fire versus infantry targets. Yes, just like for example, howitzers would also have a few armor-piercing rounds to deal with armoured targets, for example self-defense. In fact, in the early stages of the Barbarossa, for example, the lighter Feldhaubitze, this is 10.5 centimeter, was actually quite commonly used as an anti-tank gun against heavier targets, alongside the Flak 88. Another fun detail there, in fact.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Field gun bombarding. Finish charging forwards. Tillerman's going down there. Got some taking some 9 losses. T-70 field gun. As they're taking further losses. He's clearly setting up for the Tiger Race now. Will it actually work here for Zefish? I mean, he's sort of able to hold on and sort of, keep to us a bit back, but he's never really able to, so far, been able to take an advantage and sort of go anywhere with it. There we go, though. Tiger Race arrives. Moves forwards here. Lots of mines here from Tristan by covering the main road. I mean, he's seen the concussive grenade, so he's probably expecting a Tiger Race eventually. And let's see, here's Zefish rolls the Tiger Race ahead. No support, by the way. No support. Goes after the field gun there. Should fire comes up. Gets a good hit there, by the way. Penetrates. Field gun cleared out. Continues ahead here. Gets another hit in the field gun, which is quickly recruit here. Wiped again. Needs to deal with the H-85 here. Target weak, combi good. Target weak, combi good. None of that. None of that. H-85 pulling back here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sniper supporting. Moving in into the tail of mines. Ah, shite. And both mines. Oh. Zefish rolled ahead with the Tiger Race despite having suffered heavy damage. H-85 veteran D2. T-70 veteran D2. Katyusha as well. Field gun has been recruited once more. I mean, he certainly was able to bleed out there, but really, that Tiger Race was wasted. He didn't even try to flank a bit, just stay a bit clear of the road. And roads tend to very commonly be mined.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
It was not good there from Zefish, not at all. And certainly also highlights, how vulnerable one really is. Sure, it has some armour, good health, good damage, but, I mean, a few sensible tactical precautions. It's not that dangerous either. And all it took was one H-85, a few mines, and that was that ace. Snipers boarding the Pioneers there. Field gun secured the centre. Oh, Pack 40 secured it, not a field gun. Might try to steal the enemy field gun there, I suppose. And there you go, T-70 striking, going after the sniper there. Veteran D3. Oh dear, that sniper could be a target weak on the Pack 40. Heat round there prepared. What will Zefish try next? Bit of skirmishing in the north. Grenadiers versus Guardsmen there. Concussive grenade here would be good, would be good, would be good. Instead of being shot down there by the DP light machine guns, there you go. Pops one, though I feel a bit late here. And there we go. Concussed and forced away. But we can certainly sense the large degree of desperation for Zefish is using his pack 4 there to take rather forwards territory, easily exposing it to the enemy. Getting another T-70 there. Not a bad thought though, not a bad thought from Tristan, from Zefish. Again, there's not really much there. I mean, his only option is basically another Panther, but that's going to take some time.
Pioneers awaiting orders.
And now all of Zefish's choices are really beginning to come back and bite him in the arse. I mean, I suppose he plays a Panther really well, but so far there hasn't really been any sign of that kind of tactical armor excellence. I mean, I don't think Zefish would be in any commendation from Guderian. Mine's going off, Tellerman's cleared out there. Sending in the sniper ahead here. There's again a certain sense of desperation. I mean, he's really using his sniper there, very aggressive, ranging ahead, fire rate of to his force. No cover really. And all it takes is one wrong step, or say one wrong T-70 in the wrong place, and that sniper's gone. Katyusha fire here, trying to annihilate, maybe catch the sniper and wipe him. Definitely seems like he is aiming for the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5, a second one. Certainly not very often you see two Panthers and a Tiger Race in any fight, but I think that's also one of the signs of the new patch. Again, we overall just seeing a much more sort of, diverse metagame, which you can always take as a good sign, rather than always the same thing happening, always the same units played. Panther fast there, but the gunners won't make it out. Engineers flanking a pack 4. They're trying to deal with the T-70 as well.
We are losing a sector.
Can't lose that pack 40. Actually, another pack 4. They're rolling upwards from the south. Basically, everything is collapsing here for Zefish. And there we go. He can get the Panther now. His second Panther, if that is what he wants. Of course, he could also game for the Steel Punch, but there we go. Panther number 2.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
SU-5 just waiting for a target to deal with there with its 85mm gun, which was based on a Soviet anti-aircraft gun of 85mm, by the way. Fun fact there. Engineer suppressed.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Panther halfway done, comes rushing it, Pioneers moving up. Then it is Pioneers moving in. Pack 40 being pushed back. Very close to the Panther, very close. They're taking losses. Got another Katyusha barrage. And there we go, wipe the Grenadier squad. He's down to one squad. And second Panther arrives. Pin-pump machine gun on the way there. A lot of munitions being floated as well for Zefish. Fresh demo charge there, by the way, by the central victory point.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Panther heading out.
The sector has been cut off. The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
H5 then engaging the Panther, first shot fired. Pack 40 firing back though. And he's exposing the rear to the H5, what is he thinking? Come on, Zefish. Eyes on target. There's a taking loss of the mine. Panther forced away there for repairs. T-70 striking for all sides here. Mortar set off his own demo charts. I suppose there's a small bit of luck there for Zefish, but that's about it really. There you go, Zefish surrenders, game over. A loss for the Wehrmacht, a loss for the Reich, a victory for Tristan. I mean, overall, again, I have sort of mentioned this a few times again, to some extent it came down to the fact, again, there was this huge period of time where nothing happened. I mean, he wasn't even just playing for a big tank this time, there's just nothing happening. And also so much manpower just being wasted on grenadiers were then wasted. I mean, maybe consider some Panzer grenadiers, some half-tech, something else. Well, there's just basically a lot of resources Zefish did nothing with, and overall a lot of potential, a lot of opportunities which were thrown out the window here. I mean, that basically cost Zefish the game to a large extent, and even then, though, even with that, he might have had a chance had his tactics been a bit more advanced than, drive in a straight line at the enemy. In particular, with the Tiger Ace, that cost him a lot as he just drove straight into several mines. I mean, a bit of unit preservation in that sense would also help Zefish quite a bit. Once we're down to half health, maybe have considered pulling it back instead of driving forwards. So really a lot of issues there for Zefish, a lot of sort of, well, again, some good tactics strategically. There were a lot of flaws and armor tactically. Zefish has a lot to work on. For Tristan, I mean, he got a bit of get away with it. I mean, he had some good moments in the start, but rather threw it away due to himself, perhaps, I think, getting a bit overconfident versus his opponent there, suffering some needless losses, particularly half-tech, I think, could have kept going on for some time longer. T7 there was a good choice there, but I think he himself could have taken up fast, and I think a few fuel caches, all munitions caches in there could have done Tristan a lot of good, maybe some more guardsmen, but there you go. Overall, he was able to take advantage of his opponent instead. He kept well calm and also, countered that Tiger Ace quite nicely, and certainly didn't panic like some players probably done. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you ideas for matches. If you did want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. And if you feel like supporting the Propagandacast, consider donating. There's a link there in the video description. Make you do so. So thank you for watching, and see you all tomorrow. Bye.